I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are the Inner Idiot.
The following podcast has strong language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, because it ain't wet from sweat and we ain't done yet. Welcome to Inner Idiot Podcast. I am your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin. And I talk slow, and I walk slower because that's just how I roll. We're on live 2 days in a row here, people, so bear with us, alright? Next up, he is the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you ladies. He's been petting kitty and grabbing titty since I don't know when. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo!
That was the best one I've done. I think it's the 4th time I've been on, and that one was nice.
That one was good. Dude, the headphones kind of throw off the claps and the woos, but that one was like a really good one with headphones on.
We're getting in sync. We're getting our reps in. You know?
Right?
Well, there's so little delay between the headphones and the mic and our voices, so, I don't notice it.
Right.
Now, maybe it's just because
I think we were even in key. I think it helped, because, I could hear you guys well, so I could...
We need to get one of those, we need to get one of those tone whistles.
We Charlie Puth that motherfucker.
It's straight up who?
Charlie Puth.
Dude,
He's
you
got
know
perfect
Charlie
pitch.
Puth?
You don't, man. Charlie Puth is he's like the 3rd or 4th coming of Jesus Christ. Jesus, my bad. Senor. Little throwback. Next up, he's been punching faces in running races lately. And when I say running races, I mean with geese in the park.
Dude, yes. Oh, man.
The Slayer of Prides, the watcher of anime,
Dude, I'm the RuneScape Lord of all, the Lord of Chaos.
The keeper of RuneScape. 2 claps and Ric Flair for UFC Romans.
Woo! Hell yeah, that one might have even been better. One of my claps was skewed.
It's all right.
Great to be back, guys. I'm really happy to be here.
I thought I heard a 3rd clap in there somewhere.
No,
I
that
think
was
it's
my
'cause of
ball
that.
slapping my leg.
Oh, that could
Yeah,
be it.
sorry.
Man, do I need to go
Short,
out there
short.
and tell those kids to shut the hell up?
I can't hear them kids. Fuck them kids.
Alright, fair enough.
FTK, man.
FTK. That's my parenting philosophy, is FTK.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta use duct tape.
Yeah.
Works well.
I have the no listening sock.
Mm-hmm.
And it's every time
What
they
do
don't.
you do with it?
Every time they don't listen to you, you drop a quarter in it, and eventually you can hit them with it.
I already as soon as you said drop a quarter in it, I was like, yeah.
How many quarters?
The Jack Nicholson from what's that movie? Not Mr. Deeds. Anger Management.
Yes. Yeah.
That movie was so good.
I just quoted that this morning. I said over easy.
Yeah, dude. Yes. That 50 First Dates and Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy. Those movies.
Dude, Adam Sandler's fucking hilarious. I love Adam Sandler movies.
Man, 51st Dates. There was a point in my life where my little sister would watch that every day. So I cannot watch it without me wanting to fucking sit on a metal rock.
Yeah, I watched it quite a few times. Well, rented it from Blockbuster.
And I don't...
Not Blockbuster. No, the other one was.
Movie Gallery,
Yeah,
Family Video. Yeah. And I can't fucking stand Drew Barrymore.
Really?
Something about her jawline just throws me the fuck off.
Just so punchable.
Yeah, right?
It's my hand would fit perfectly there. No.
She got a big chin.
No, she's gonna watch this. Come on, we can't. Dude, we can't be roasting her. She's one of our biggest fans.
Yeah,
She
we'll
loves
see.
watching this, dude. Yeah.
She's a handsome woman.
She's handsome for sure. She's something.
I think she's pretty. I genuinely do. Like, I think she's an attractive lady.
I think like her smile and demeanor seems to make her pretty, but she's probably not so friendly in person.
That's how I feel about Angelina Jolie.
I feel
like just because you adopt all these weird kids doesn't make you a good person. Nice. Yeah. I bet you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, she probably.
And I hate doing that because she's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she hires just nannies to take care of them and doesn't even have any.
Right. She flaunts them on the red carpet and shit.
I feel like Drew Barrymore is probably nice in person. Her personality is probably a 10, but her looks is a solid 2.3.
Yeah,
for me.
All right, Ty. I got a top 5 for you.
But what? Let's go ahead and hit this top 5.
Top 5 celebrities you think are actually nice people.
Actually nice people? Dude, that's
Chris
a hard
Pratt.
one.
Chris Pratt?
I see.
All right, Jesse, you're first.
I've heard otherwise.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I definitely think Chris Pratt's probably nice from the things I've seen. I know this is weird. He talks a lot of crap on Twitter, but I've seen him do like some nice stuff. Do you know who Kevin Sorbo is from the 1990s Hercules series?
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy seems like genuinely nice. This one, okay, this is number 1, but I'm just doing it out of order. Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is number 1, I think.
I've never heard a bad thing about that man.
Not even like a whisper.
And the way he takes pictures, dude. Like you see it where he doesn't actually touch a person. He just...
Yeah.
Dude's smart.
He's not nice on Cyberpunk 2077, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. He plays some dicks, but yeah, I'd say it's probably pretty nice. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, maybe... most people are dicks, yeah. There's 3 good ones. If I think of 2 more, I might come back into it, but...
All right,
ones.
Adam Sandler, for one. Like, it's been documented. Like, dude is for the people. Mm-hmm. Terry Crews.
Okay.
Again, and those 2 are related with Adam Sandler's niceness.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said they're related. I'm like, I don't see this.
I
don't see a resemblance.
I don't see it.
You got to throw Keanu Reeves in there. And, I don't know. This is a tough one because it's hard to, like, because you would have thought, like, Kevin James would have been a nice dude.
Yeah, but he seemed here. I don't know. I've actually heard a couple things.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad stuff about him.
Shaquille O'Neal was going to be my next one.
Shaquille O'Neal is such a dick, dude.
But
he's funny.
But he goes to like I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen a bunch of videos of him going to like Kmart and like just buying kids a bunch of shit. And like I know too, he made all his kids get a degree. I wouldn't say nice. I think that was the nomenclature.
He's a good person.
Yeah,
but he's probably a dick.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Now this is actually interesting that you said Shaq because he has done a lot for like kids.
Yeah.
So you know when people make their shoes like the LeBrons, the Jordans, like they're all fucking $200-$300 pairs of shoes, right? When Shaq had a deal with it was Nike or Adidas, one of the two, and he ended up saying "fuck you, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna make my own shoe." And when he made his own shoe, he said it's never gonna be above X amount of dollars.
I think it's like $100 or something. So yeah, they're like 80 or something.
No, they're like $20-$30. They pay less shoes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So any kid can wear his shoes.
Yeah,
that was the point.
That's cool. That's good on it.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just being whatever. I'm not complaining about being poor, and you guys know more context in my situation, but it's like, man, being able to afford like a pair of shoes sometimes can be like a hassle, but like Walmart and stuff got like some decent running shoes. I've got this pair of shoes that I literally just throw in the back of my truck after I'm done running, and they get rained on and everything and just dried out. They don't stink. They're not falling apart, and I've probably had them for like 3 years.
Damn.
When it comes to actual running shoes, I don't care what the price point is, as long as they're good. Like, they ain't got to be name brand.
Yeah.
They can look like brown fucking boxes on my shoes. As long as they're good, whatever.
Yeah.
Workout shoes.
Some of your running shoes are slippers because all you're doing is running to the fridge.
Yeah, but, okay, touche. Once upon a time, I did know how to run.
Yeah.
No. I believe you still do.
Dude,
emergencies to the bathroom.
Snakes.
Hungry. Snakes.
No, running to the bathroom is a different beast entirely.
Yeah.
Because then you need wide shoes because you're running like tight cheek.
Prairie dogging it.
Yeah.
No,
it's more like a penguin run, like you're wide.
As I said yesterday or last week to people who are listening to this on Spotify, I was on a dead sprint to avoid shitting my pants. So
it's like survival.
Yeah. And I was like, no, and because I work where I work, I have developed the ability to clench my ass no matter what I'm doing because I don't want somebody to stick their finger up there.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that.
Yeah, it's not what I want. So I have like a fucking fucking Venus flytrap, like back here.
But
like,
doesn't that mean it like lures things in though?
if you ask
If
the
it's a
guys
Venus
I work
flytrap,
with,
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it's the hair man.
Dude,
They don't see it. They don't see it. They just see it in
You're
his
like
fucking...
Jason Bromoa. Like,
Jason Momoa.
yeah.
All right.
What up, dude?
But now, which ones do you think are nice?
Yeah.
Like one of mine straight up is gonna be fucking Adam Sandler. Like I've never heard anything bad about him or whatever.
Yeah.
Weird Al's my second one
Okay.
because he has the squeakiest clean record you ever would know.
Yeah.
Like there's only ever one person that he like reported him being mean to, but that person was like being openly disrespectful in an interview.
Well, yeah. What else are you supposed to do?
Exactly right. Like, and Weird Al himself escorted him out. Like, no, come on, you're getting out now. You're leaving, and then slammed the door behind him.
I can get down with the Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al's one of the nicest people. The kid who played Malfoy in
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
he is like supposedly one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
Ironically.
Yeah, and they were talking in an interview one time about how like everyone thinks he's a giant piece of shit because of like he did such a good job acting as a piece of shit, and his roles since then have been pretty like, you know, malicious and mean-spirited people.
Well, that's like his portfolio.
Yes, like that's exactly what it is. So everyone thinks he's a mean person. They're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And they're like, "You're not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be a dick." And he's like, "I'll buy you a coffee." Like he's a really nice guy.
It's just like the actress who played Cersei in Game of Thrones. Like she was talking about how there would literally be people out like calling her a whore and a bitch after playing that role.
The kid who played Joffrey, like he had people mailing him like death threats and shit. And seriously,
That's crazy,
dude.
I
It's
can't
super
believe
fucked
people
up.
out there like have access to the mail.
I don't even know how to write a goddamn letter.
Like,
No, Lena Headey is a goddamn. She's epic, dude. She's a fucking legend.
I was gonna say Henry Cavill. That was my last one.
Oh yeah, no, he's a super nice guy.
I'd say.
He I just read something last night actually about him. Like he didn't want to do sex scenes
Yeah.
in The Witcher because he thought it made her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything about it or whatever, and then like she gave her full consent, and he was like, no, it's okay. Like I know they're signing your paychecks, but we don't have to do it. And she's like, are you uncomfortable with it? No, I'll do it. But, like, I'm more concerned about you. Like, he was, like, overemphasizing that fact.
I think it's good to do that just because then later you can't get, like, those allegations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a smart dude. You know,
Oh,
without
yeah.
it being, like, transparently. I don't think it's just for that reason, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's just like the whole Keanu Reeves thing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he's taking that road. And that's probably the best way to do it.
And I don't know because I haven't heard anything about this, but I think Jennifer Lawrence.
She's probably a hoot though, for real. It's
I bet.
hysterical.
She's fucking funny in every interview I've ever seen her in. She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they leaked a bunch of pictures of Jennifer Lawrence. See you later if you
Yeah.
open up Incognito.
Open up Incognito. Quick shout out to Mike Gray. He is a podcast host and radio host. He's in the live. How you doing today, buddy? He said, "What's up to everybody?"
What's up, Mike?
So, for the real reason we're here today, we're not here to talk about niceness, Shorty.
Oh, God.
We're here to talk about punching a motherfucker in the face, loosening up his neck, having him to have shoulder.
But you know what? Thinking of nice, Jesse doesn't go in there with maliciousness in his heart.
Yeah.
He's going in there like, hey man, let's have a good fight. High five it.
I don't see
And
that.
then he instant pissed, fucking slamming fists.
Yeah.
Instant
That-
fist, slamming fists.
That is kind of how it goes, I would say. I try to be chill up until I actually go in and compete.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, would you be like, I mean, I see videos of these guys like doing like stupid shit like rock, paper, scissors and I saw one video where these guys like interlocked arms
Yeah,
and
and they
fucking
eat the candy bar, take the drink,
whatever, yeah. So like, I feel like that would be you.
Yeah.
Now, Jesse's going up to the weigh and face-off photos with his Akatsuki robe, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. no
Well,
doubt.
I've had like a couple opponents I've like taken extra pictures with, you know, of us shaking hands or like, you know, that. I also like have offered to pray with my opponents and stuff before. But yeah, I don't ever try to act like a dick. And if they're acting like a dick, I just stare at their chest. I don't even like play the game.
Stare at their forehead.
Like, well, I just do that because like when I'm fighting, I stare at their chest anyway.
Yeah,
so
center
it's just kinda
mass.
like, yeah, and it's just kind of like, so You know, if they're gonna be a bitch, I don't care.
If you this is like a psychological, like, science proven shit. Like, if you stare at somebody's forehead while you're speaking to them or they're speaking to you, it makes them feel smaller. Don't do it to me.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at my forehead.
That makes sense though. But typically though, if they are acting like a bitch, like right before the fight starts, I go like this, like the Jack Nicholson, and smile, bite down on the mouthpiece.
I call it a bad habit because people like fucking get weird about it, but like looking deeply into somebody's eyes, and not like intimately deep, but just like intently.
Yes.
That's the word I want to use. Intently deep.
Yep.
People are like, "Would you stop? Fucking what?" Like they get all fucking weird about it.
I don't know. I just think it's one of those things. Like in some cultures, it's like deemed as like a challenge to somebody, but I don't know. I think in like, because I went to school for management, and it's not like in a class where they say it, but it's one of those things, especially in like sales. If you're trying to be sincere and give somebody a good product when you're giving the pitch, if you're like just looking around and fiddling your thumbs, but when it comes to the fight, it's like, you know, I already trained super hard for it, and if I got to use those kind of fucking tactics to win, then I should have trained harder, you know. I agree that sometimes it works. Like, for example, prime example of it working was Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. Because if they fought again, and I don't care, I don't have any money, but I would bet money on it if I did, is that Jose Aldo would beat the living shit out of him, even now. And it's like, he set him up, got him just rushing, angry, studied film on him. You could even see backstage McGregor was planning that like the whole time, exactly land that left hand. But yeah, I don't find it useful.
Well, the real reason we're here is last time you was here, you announced the fight you were gonna have like June 17th or something.
June 10th, yeah.
June 10th. That's not happening, but something else is happening.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight Zion Tomlinson in Lexington at Central Bank Arena. He's a bare knuckle fighter, but he ended up getting hurt. Yeah. And wasn't able to do it. So that fell through and like kind of upset me. You know, I was really looking forward to taking this fight, and I've been training really hard. Well, I got a really big opportunity, and you know, it's a lot bigger of an opportunity, honestly, than I intended on taking right now. But I'll be fighting on UFC Fight Pass June 16th in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You know, I grew up in like Omaha.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, I'll be at the Hard Rock Casino.
When is this?
June 16th.
Ah, fuck, we're busy that weekend.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I've never flown. This will be the third time I've seen the ocean in my life, you know, and it's
Flying is like being on a bus, but louder.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not too worried about it. It's one of those things that like
There's no wheels. You can't. Well, I mean, there's wheels on the plane. You can sing wheels on the plane.
Yeah.
Go up and down.
Wings
up
on
and
the
down.
plane go up and down. Or that would be terrifying if it did so.
In and out. In
Yeah.
and out. Yeah.
But
What the fuck are we talking about?
So it's like being on a bus, motherfucker.
but
It is.
Being
I
on
mean,
a bus
like,
without seeing the wheels on the bus?
yeah.
What kind of fucking
gotta see
monster
that,
are
yeah.
you?
I feel like I've done that on.
Or you can be
bus
like
ride.
cruising on down Main Street. I'm relaxed and feeling good. Hey, next thing that you know, you see an octopus in the neighborhood. You don't know that song? Magic School Bus?
Another one rides the bus.
Come on.
Yeah,
Or
another
you guys
one's
never
on.
watched Magic School Bus?
No, I
Watch
watched-
Captain Planet.
What's that?
Isn't that like Magic School Bus kids
What's
grown
that?
up?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
You don't know
You're
Captain
fucking with
Planet?
You don't know who Captain Planet is?
I know I've seen like memes or Family Guy or like.
You're fucking with me.
I'm really not. That I've never seen.
That's fucking
Like I would tell you, I'd be like,
wild.
oh dude, I'm busting your balls. I really have never
The
seen that.
kids from Magic Schoolhouse grew up to be the teenagers on Captain
School
Planet.
bus, buddy. School bus, not
What?
schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse, school bus.
See,
Schoolhouse Rock's another show.
Yeah.
but no, I've never seen Captain Planet, dude. Never.
That's bananas to me, dude.
Binoculars.
I'm
Binoculars,
gonna
that's
have to
fucking
like watch an
binoculars.
episode later tonight when I'm done training.
Terrible
it's
cartoon.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not.
But no, I'm
Has a
super
good
stoked.
message.
And I took a fight against basically like the #1 light heavyweight out of like Bellator of the UFC. His name's Luke Fernandez. He's #1 in his state, or maybe even in the region, ranked wise. Dude's a stud college wrestler, undefeated as an amateur, undefeated as a pro, and we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
And not fucking with you, like I was telling my girlfriend about this last night actually, like you going fucking like actually into an MMA fight. And like I thought the one on like I didn't know the one in Lexington got canceled.
Yeah.
So like I was telling her I was really excited to go see you fight. Like I was like
You were gonna go?
fuck yeah.
I was gonna
was.
see if you wanted to go with me.
Yeah, dude, I was 100% down about it. because like it's not. And she made the comment like it's not my forte. Like fighting and shit has never been my thing. But I would 100% gladly go to support a friend of mine.
That means a lot. Because it's not easy.
Because like I don't know what the fuck I do. Like I don't know shit about the point system. I'm like fuck yeah, hit him.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's cool about it is kind of like it's just a primal thing. You know,
yeah.
Like you can enjoy it regardless.
And I said the same exact thing. I was like, dude, I'm here for fighting. Now it sucks that we're busy that weekend, dude. Because I would like I like going to New Jersey because that's where a lot of my family is. Like a lot of my dad's side of the family that's from New Jersey and shit like that. In Atlantic City, I know exactly where that is. I have an aunt who lives 10 minutes out of there.
Really? Yeah, I've never been to any of that, so it's gonna be a huge experience for me.
Gotta go to the boardwalk, bro.
It's on UFC Fight Pass, so it's the #1 streaming fighting app in the world.
And that leads to my question we were talking about before. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about this question real quick, and then we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna come back and analyze the fight. We're gonna make our predictions and shit.
Okay.
But my question is it's on UFC Fight Pass. Is this a UFC promotion? Is it like UFC umbrella? Is it a subsidiary?
So think about it like this. There are promotions, like regional promotions, right?
So is this a feeder promotion?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm working with UFC reps. I'm working with people that are UFC employees, and they're the ones who arrange and take care of, like, for example, my coach has been having to communicate with like one of their reps on some stuff, like to get my blood work, physical, because I have to get an EKG, CAT scan, MRI, which is way more than I usually have to do for my other pro fights. Because I have between kickboxing and MMA, I have 15 amateur fights, 16 amateur fights, and then this will be my 3rd pro fight.
So after you win this fight, do you have to? How long do these medicals stay good for? I'm
gonna have to do it every time, but they're paying for it. That's why I was saying is like we have to communicate with them to get payment, and then 2, they're supposed to be doing some kind of like I don't know, visiting gyms with like media teams and other stuff. So basically, they're trying to like.
Are you getting the UFC meal plan through this, or?
No, I don't have anything like that yet.
No.
They did sign me to a couple fights at this promotion, and they're paying me very well compared to what I've made before. Like literally. Even if something happens and I lose, I made, just off this fight, more money than the other pro fights I have, doubled.
Damn.
So,
nice.
like, you know.
So when you win, it's going to be even more than that.
Yes, I get double that if I win.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
Fuck.
Good
just don't forget the idiots when you go fucking big.
It ain't nothing. To be honest, like, if I had to pay for the stuff myself, I wouldn't make money.
Well done.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But it'll definitely be nice to get a little chunk of change.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean, you fucking deserve it, bro. You've been fucking busting your balls, fucking dropping fucking weight like crazy.
I'm tired. I think when I first came back and saw you guys again, I was probably still about like 240, 250, something like that. And I mean, I'm up every morning. We could talk about it more, but yeah, I've never pushed this hard. And like yesterday, man, I was so tired. My coach was trying to instruct me, and in my head, I'm just screaming. And I literally started tearing out of my face, dude, because, you know.
Where else do you tear out of?
Oh, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
I started just like crying, man, like right there, and I'm just sucking it in, still doing it anyway, sprawling, hands up, you know, and it's like, you know, it's not like I'm doing one class in the evening and then running, you know, I have to do every class, all day, every day, and it's great, you know, it's good to have that support.
All right. Well, speaking of getting paid, we need to get paid real quick, so we're going to take a pause for the calls.
Yes, sir.
Word.
And we'll come back, and we'll have more on your upcoming fight.
Yes, sir.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now.
And we're back, and before we get into like more of it, I want you to give a quick shout out to all your sponsors because I know they've been a huge help to you.
I actually do appreciate that. Yeah, I want to thank Down Apparel, Cody Downey. I grew up with him in Owington. Dude took over my huge sponsorship immediately. I try to offer the smaller packages at first. That way I don't look like, I'm just being greedy or anything. But he immediately was like, no, you got something more, we can do, and really took care of me, hooked me up. I know we're not live now, but like with this sick bag and a bunch of other stuff, like this leather bag, that's Down Apparel on Instagram. And then thank you to JC Truck Sales. They came in, kind of seen me from afar for a while. God, I don't want to forget him. Oh, I want to thank Jim Dalton, of Ashcraft Realty out in Owenston. Really appreciate you, bro. Grew up with that guy. So much support. Hamilton Home Repair. Gotta thank Frame It Photography. God, if I forget someone, I love you so much, and please don't break up with me. But no, those are my people, and there's a lot more. To be honest, I want to give a shout out to JC Cantrell. I know he's a very private dude, but here and there, he helps me out by like buying, like I edited a video for him recently, and I'm gonna work on one for his son, and just it's hooked me up with cash. There was one time a couple years ago I didn't have any food in the house. And I didn't go out asking. Dude just randomly hit me up, and it was God. But, came and got me food. So shout out to him, too, for helping me get through it.
And your team, man. Give them a shout out, because apparently they've been busting their ass for you, too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, man. Daniel Kilburn, Tyler Hampton, Jeff Johnson, my boxing coach, kickboxing coach, had surgery. So he's kind of been out the last couple weeks. But, yeah, these guys are spending every second of every day with me. Tyler literally gets there in the morning. He's like, all right, bud, come on. We need to be on the mats this time. Yesterday he took me out, we ran, and it was a little under 2 miles, but the pace was like, we did some sprints during it and all this other stuff, and it was like as soon as I got up, and Daniel's taking care of so much, like on the outside as far as setting everything up, getting my flights taken care of, and he's the one who found this fight, and got this opportunity for me to begin with.
And give him the name of the gym, name of the team.
Yeah, we're Barnyard MMA. We're in Crittenden, so if anybody's listening who's in the area.
It's in Crittenden?
Yeah.
I thought it was further out.
Nope.
Man,
we're
close.
Crittenden, yeah. We're right off 75, like literally just get right off 75 southbound, take a right, and we're right there. We offer classes for everyone, too, if you have kids. Another thing, I used to weigh 380 pounds, and I've been with Coach Jeff Johnson for years, and he's moved around a couple different gyms and coached, and I've always followed him wherever he went, and, he's helped me lose a ton of weight, so if that's what you're looking to do, perfect. But, yeah, come check us out.
I'm gonna make a stop down there. I'm gonna hit up Daniel. I'll come in and watch you train.
You should. Like, it's actually like fun. Like, the way we have the gym set up, it's like a hang. So we got like the cage in the front. We've got seats along the side, and then in the back we've got the big casting couches. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Word? Yeah.
And we got a bunch of them sitting, and the locker room set up nice. Like, it's really, it's like homey. Like you can go there, and even when you're done with your work on the mats, you can go sit down. We've got TVs everywhere, watch footage on your opponent, take notes. And it's just, we got a boxing ring too. Like, dude, it's sick. It's crazy. We're just like some small town people who, there's some small town people who've completely changed, like, the area with what they're doing. And I'm just thankful to be one small part of it.
All right. Well, speaking of footage on your opponent, let's hear a little bit about your opponent.
Yeah. So he is, he's a college wrestler. And this fight, or I'll go into this more in a minute. He's a college wrestler. I'm certainly going to have the advantage on the feet. And I can say that with full confidence. I'm not verbose. As soon as I hit him, he's not going to want it.
He's a one-trick pony on his feet.
Yeah, he just wants to throw an overhand right.
He wants to paw with the left and then follow it right up with the right.
And while he's doing that, well, I won't say what I'll do, just in case the off chance that he's up in New Jersey, because he's a hometown boy. We're going in his hometown area too. But anyway, yeah, I just definitely feel like I have the advantage with the striking and the clinch. But he's a college wrestler. I noticed most of his takedowns are like lateral drops, and some of my wrestling advisors and coaches have studied some of his film, and he's going to be trying to use like Greco throws. So got to keep an eye out for those. Even if I end up on my back in the first round, I'm not no bitch. The whole time I'm on my back, I'm advancing position, slinging fucking hammer fists from whatever I have to do to make this brutal. If he's going to hold me down, he's not going to enjoy it. I swear. It's going to be one of those things like, how Volkanovski lost recently to Islam?
I didn't see it, man. I've been able to follow a lot.
He basically just won by takedowns and top pressure and control.
But he got beat up the whole time.
He got tuned, son. He got tuned. But, that's the name of the game. So if he does, good on me. And I'm not going to be a sour puss about it or be, baby. Dude beats me, congratulations. I'm going to move on to the next fight, win or lose. You know,
Right.
But he's definitely coming in with the wrestling pedigree. You know, I train a lot, though. He better be able to keep the pace the whole time. We have 5-minute rounds. This is his second professional fight. But his professional debut was against a guy who my last loss 4 years ago against Derek Overstreet. This guy took Derek down and beat him up. So this is a chance for me to get redemption.
All right, so if let's just compare the two fights. If he took him down and beat him up, what happened in your fight with Derek Overstreet?
So in the fight with Derek Overstreet, and nothing I say is an excuse. So fight came out, threw a right hand, you know, pretty nice hand, nice handy. Beat him off in the cage. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, threw a right hand, had him against the cage. We were throwing like some knees, and I got knee to my nuts. And I even said something to him, and he stopped for a second. And he's like, "You good?" This is all credit to Derek Overstreet. Like, he was actually a sportsman. We're sitting here talking, and I didn't realize the ref is screaming at us. And I don't know if he thought I was hurt or what. And he's like, "Were you good?" And I looked over at the ref, and I was like, "Well, I don't think he's gonna like give me a break or anything." Actually, it was several knees to the nuts. You can go back and watch. It was like 5 or 6. And anyway, he like tees off and starts throwing some body shots to me. And again, I guess the ref is screaming, "Defend yourself." And this is a title fight, by the way, a light heavyweight title fight. I'm not getting hit in the face. He's punching me in the body, and I'm moving. I'm standing up. And anyway, I grab him, and I have a guillotine locked in. And the ref stops the fight and calls it a TKO. And it was funny because I think it was 4 years ago, 2018 or something, 2019, I don't know. But it was on like the top 20 controversial decisions of...
What is it, TKO?
That means like a stoppage. Like they're not out, but they can't defend themselves. Yeah.
So they call it TKO on you?
Yes, I lost the fight via TKO. Yes.
Gotcha.
And then this guy beat that dude via TKO. So it's very interesting to get that chance to do it again.
Here's the thing, and your opponent, he's probably feeding off of that right there.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if he thinks about it. I think he's just like...
His trainers... his trainers to be any good, they have to have at least mentioned it to him.
Yes.
All right, so...
That's probably... They probably looked at my amateur record and they're like, well, you beat Overstreet, you're going to beat him. I think they definitely think that. They think he's going to smoke me.
But what they might not know, looking from the outside looking in, the people that are in your circle have seen you've grown so much in the last 4 years.
When did you lose that fight?
4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, dude, you're not the same.
That's what I mean.
So you have, fucking anybody, regardless of what they're doing, if you continue working on it, you're going to evolve so fucking much, it's retarded.
Well, that was also my first fight at 205.
Right.
The way you've evolved has been absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Because, I could look at your stuff in the beginning and be like, yeah, he's timid here, this isn't very crisp. And to watch you now, it's apples and oranges.
No, I'm in it. Bite down on my mouthpiece and I throw until the bell stops. I'll never give up. Like I said, I'm prepared to die. I don't want that or anything. But when I go in there, people all the time go, "Don't be scared. Don't be this. Don't be that." And I love that. I'm glad they believe in me. But the thing is, if I'm not scared, I'm not going to work hard because I'm not going to get up early if I think I'm going to beat this dude's ass off the couch.
Right.
I'm not going to do that road work. If I think, this cardio shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do those things if I'm confident. And, when I say those, people don't have to worry about me freezing up. I don't want to get my ass beat.
Right.
So I don't plan on freezing up. I plan on being smart. I plan on using my striking. I plan on using my takedown defense that I'm working very fucking hard on. And literally, and I know we kind of talked about it off air, showing that the training that I'm getting from Barnyard and the guys there, girls there, is literally world class. And, it makes me so proud to be just one small part of the competition team, and it's great to feel like, I'm bringing more publicity to the gym. I'm showing that the validity of what they're doing because, shout out to Daniel who founded the gym. We were training together at Triple Crown for a while, and he lived out in Falmouth or Alexandria. I'm not sure where he started the gym at first. But long story short, I was always training at Triple Crown. Well, I moved to Knoxville, and when I came back, they opened the spot up in Crittenden. And it was like, since I had been involved, Tyler and Daniel had combined forces along with Jeff and Joshua and created, Barnyard as we know it now. And it's got, all the jiu-jitsu, all the striking. It has everything it needs to be like a world-class gym. And I'm not just saying this like to fluff them up. Because where I'm there all the time with them, I sleep on Daniel's couch and Tyler's spare bedroom, you know, or wherever. And sometimes people's floors, like the grind does not stop, and that's what's awesome about it. But you know, on the other side, I have my bad days, and like I was showing you guys my supplements when I came in. You know, the last couple of weeks I felt like dog piss, and I've worried about it because I have financial issues with this. I don't have to worry about anything with them. Like, the community comes together. Even another guy who's not a coach there, Steven Markham, is fucking awesome. And, you know, I came in, I went to go get a coffee this morning from the gas station, and this was sitting on the table because he came and brought it to me. He knew I was cramping, having trouble with recovery. Dude went out and paid his hard-earned money for this. And, like, same with Tyler and the supplements. It's like, I'm surrounded by so much positivity. Even with you guys. You know, it's like me getting to do this and, you know, talk about the fight and publicize, you know, what I'm trying to do. It's not even for me. It's like we're in a great area. This area is awesome, and people always want to act like Kentucky's a bunch of country bumpkins, but we have a lot to offer, and there's a lot of cool fucking shit.
I know more hillbillies in other states than I do in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm not talking crap about anyone in Tennessee, but the culture there is just so different. Like, I want to say it like this, I think is a good way to articulate it. You ever been to a church where it was like, you knew everyone there was like judging you?
Yeah.
And like,
I've been kicked out of churches.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was like, you know, I'll sum it up quick. One time, there was this church I'd gone to for months, and I'd always wore long sleeve shirts. They didn't know I had like a bunch of tattoos.
Sure.
Well, one day I like got off work, and like I intentionally like asked to get off early so I could make it to church. Like, screwed up my whole day, not screwed up, changed my whole day just so I could go to church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I showed up and I didn't have a long sleeve shirt. I was wearing a t-shirt and like some shorts because I had changed real quick. So I didn't have to wear my dirty uniform. And I went in, and like each day they would say, stand up and introduce yourself to someone around you. I never had issues with that. And I always smiled, blah, blah. But one day when my tattoos were out and I'm just wearing a shirt and shorts, I went to shake hands with everyone around me, and they turned their back to me. Literally, literally. And that's not ever happened to me anywhere else but this church. But I literally went, and I know they heard me. I sat down and listened to the message because Prideslayer is about slaying my own pride, so I knew it was a moment I needed to sit and eat my fucking vegetables, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
But I literally was like, oh, that's really fucked up. Like, I literally said it that loud, like, around these people. I know they heard me, but they ain't going to kick me out of there. So I just sat down and, you know, just listened to the sermon. Yeah. But it was one of those things, like, that's kind of like how I feel about, like, kind of...
It's funny, man. Like, I had this conversation recently with my sister and people, like, you know, similar thing. Like, growing up, I was the goth kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wore the baggy black pants, chains, fucking, I had spiked spiked gauntlets, spiked armored rings, all the whole fucking...
Ready for a new metal mosh pit at any time.
Yeah, exactly right, dude. Fucking Korn come on, I'm in there.
I listen to Freak on a Leash at least 3 times a day. I literally do not. That's not a joke.
But, like, dude, I grew up in the church. Like, I mean, my grandmother, my grandfather were both pastors. On one side of my family, the other side of my family, my grandmother helped start a church.
Okay.
So I mean, like, that's the world I was raised in.
Yeah.
And growing up dressed the way I was, like, I was ostracized from the church that watched me grow.
But it almost motivates that, like.
Well, that's what I did. My whole point was not to be discouraged, and purely go out there, like, you know, I'm being raised. And like, this is not a Christian podcast, and then it's like, you know, Pod Bless be proud of us right now. But like, I went out there with the idea that, you know what, like, if Jesus was willing to sit down at a table with Judas, knowing what he was going to do, you people should be willing to sit down with me.
You said it better than any pastor I've ever heard.
And dude, like, I would go out, like, I'll never forget, I watched these 2 old ladies setting up tables for a lunch or dinner or whatever. I got up, didn't say a fucking word to them, and just started setting up tables and aligning them where I thought they would want them.
Yeah.
And I didn't say a word. These ladies didn't say a word to me. But, like, I'm decked in the 9, dude. I got my chains, I got my spikes, whatever.
Doesn't it feel extra good to do that, though? Because
it was just, it's who I am. You know? My parents raised me to be the servant that Jesus was.
And I just vibe off that because a lot of people are unwilling to be servants in their life. And I think that's a lot. That's like most of what my name even means.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
If I can't, dude, if I can't let my ego like stop me from getting opportunity, you know, just like this opportunity I got coming up, you know, it's like my ego said, oh fuck, you need to take a warm-up fight because you're undefeated as a pro. Fuck that, dude. My ego is not making me miss out on an opportunity. But it goes to just like that. A normal person's ego would have been like, oh, these bitches, they don't like me because of how I dress and what I like.
Well, I mean, and like...
But you were a servant.
And I mean, I expressed, you know, discomfort and distaste to it. Like, you know, like, why are these people, like, that watched me grow up? Ladies, you know, people in my church that babysat me when I was 5 and 6, like a good little kid.
Yeah.
All of a sudden ostracizing me now that I'm dressed differently or do, you know, whatever. Like, dude, it really hit me in my fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? Because, like...
Was this about 7th grade when this started? Because that was when it was for me, about 6th, 7th
I mean, I don't know when I started, like, I mean, I don't know when eventually I eliminated all color from my clothing.
Yeah.
But, like, whenever it did happen, and, like, I know the spikes showed up probably 13 years old.
I started growing the spikes,
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. Like that's...
Hellboy.
Yeah. When I started wearing my spikes and stuff, I was 13 years old or whatever, and that's when it really started to happen. But, like, I was always super, like, when the church would be like, hey, you need to get up and shake people's hands, dude, I was always hyped on it. Like, what's up, yo?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I was there to have it, dude. Like, I made a competition. I wanted to get the handshakes.
Yeah.
Me and a buddy of mine would go to church conferences, like hundreds and thousands of people, like, getting together for whatever reason. And me and my buddy would have a competition to see who could get the most hugs.
I was going to ask, you ever have a competition to see who can carry the most chairs?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
like, that's how you become a Mac Daddy in the youth group, bro.
Like, bro, I can carry a whole stack of these chairs. Oh, Jebediah.
I wasn't in church as much as you guys.
Oh, I actually
was
wasn't
in it,
either.
but...
This is all stuff I've learned since then. Like, growing up, I might have went to church like 2 or 3 times.
Dude, I was in church, like, in the prime of it. I mean, I went to church until I was 22 years old on a regular. And I was going 2 to 3 times a week. And not just to one church. There was another church I would go to on Saturdays. I would go Wednesdays and Sundays to one church, and on Saturdays I would go to another one. And it was just fucking, like, I had a blast, dude. It was, you know, it was the whole message of the church or whatever. And that's what I wanted to develop in my own home.
I completely agree. Well,
when people come here, I want them to feel like they're a family. I want them to feel welcome and everything like that. And even though I won't preach to you, you will feel cared about, you will feel heard, and you will feel, like, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've always wanted. That's what that is the one thing from church that I will take away.
And I feel like that is what keeps or makes me think that some people are NPCs because they just can't comprehend that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, your interactions with people have, like, meaningful effect, even if it's just hello, goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're going to go to a restaurant and be a fucking Karen over something that's completely out of your workers' control, you're not impressing anyone or making anyone, like, think better.
And see, that's the cool thing, dude, is, like, you have developed that, your people have developed that at your gym as well. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
like,
foster that culture.
Exactly right. And, like, that's a good thing to do in any place of business.
Well, you know, too, those people, if we're looking at it from a strictly business perspective, when I say money, I don't look at people as money. But you got to think, too, it's like, you know, if you're a business owner or you run, like, a place like Barnyard as well, you got to really, like, take an extra step to make sure that you have good, like, sales skills. And I don't even mean that, like, as a pitch, but it's like, you need to be friendly. We were talking about eye contact earlier, but also, like, making people feel included. You know, we have people that are members of the trans community that train with us, and they feel great, you know, and it's like, we all get along. You know, there's this meme where it's like, jiu-jitsu is the only place where, like, the cop, the convict, the stoner, the goth, you know, whatever. I said goth, I threw you in there because of goth. But, like, can be on the mat together and, like, share ideas and knowledge. Sure. Then you get on Twitter and it's just like World War III.
Twitter is a cesspool. It's great.
I've been enjoying it too.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Twitter.
Well, I hate to cut this short, man, because I always love when you're here.
Yeah, I enjoy being here.
But we got a schedule to keep, so let's wrap this up. Give us your final thoughts on this fight coming up. Give us the date again, the place. Yeah, I'm going to be fighting June 16th. It'll be on UFC Fight Pass. That might be on ESPN Plus. I'll have to ask Daniel. It's going to be in Atlantic City. I'm fighting Luke Fernandez, the #1 in New Jersey. Shout out to Luke Fernandez,
yeah, shout out to Luke.
Thank you for taking the fight.
And his TikTok. Apparently
His
that's pretty
TikTok.
good TikTok. I'm being silly. I have RuneScape shit he probably makes fun of. So it's fine.
I'll tell you what,
Fucking
one
nerd.
of the good things about you taking this fight, and you were talking about you can't just sit on the couch, is this dude is in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
This dude is a physical specimen.
Yeah, he's in phenomenal shape.
I'm
So-
gonna pour it again.
Huh?
I'm gonna pour it again.
You're going to pour it again? Hold on. We're going to pour one out for the homies.
That does sound good.
It does. That's pleasing.
I can't take anymore.
So, yeah, shout out to him. Thank you for taking the
Yeah,
fight,
absolutely.
And who else has to pee?
But I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna see how good a shape he's in.
man. Hell yeah, man.
I hate to say it. I send you some pictures. I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah,
right now,
dude,
so
you
it's like I'm
fucking
feeling
jacked.
good.
You sent me the tanning bed
Yeah, I
picture.
had to send him the tanning
I
bed
knew
picture.
why you sent it.
Yes.
But I was admiring the rest of your chiseled physique
I
at
do
the time.
appreciate that, yeah. And then I've still got another 15 pounds to cut. I'm a little bigger than this dude too, so I've got some reach. Oh, we're not. Anyway, yeah, I'm super stoked for that to happen. I really can't wait.
Motherfucker, you are a fighter. That was deflection if I'd ever seen it.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked to go up there. But,
Hell yeah, man.
And I'm fucking hyped on you, bro. Like, I'm fucking here for it.
dude, I'm gonna be scared to fly, but there'll be some funny videos I'm sure that you'll get to see of
Oh,
that
dude,
interaction.
flying's chill, bro.
Hell yeah. Well, do you remember the assignment at the end of the shows?
No.
I'm going to say that's all we got for today. You're going to say so in the meantime. All right,
Okay.
we ready?
Yep.
All right, so that's all we got for today.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
Remember, great minds think alike, but idiots rarely disagree. Cue the music. We out.